Hey everybody, this is Erika Szabo. Welcome back to another one of my weekly vlogs. Let's see what's been going on this week. So in terms of gaming, there have been a couple games I've been putting some time into. One of those games is Luminous Arc here. I've been wanting a nice little strategy RPG for a while now, something really traditional. I've heard really good things about this game and we had it at work, so I was like, alright, well why not, I'll go for it. And I've been playing it. I went on a little mini trip to Brampton the other day, which is just maybe like a 30 minute bus ride from Toronto where I live. And yeah, it's fun. I like it. I want to spend more time with it. So there's been that. Let's see, what else? Also, my friend Peter had convinced me to start playing the Ace Combat series. I've been wanting to play for not actually too long. I've heard about the series, but I didn't really have anyone actually talk it up to me. Working in video game stores since, I don't know, 2010, nobody had bothered. Even people who were interested in buying the game or asked questions about the game or were like, hey, do you have, you know, so-and-so, but nobody really bothered saying anything to me, so I started playing and I was just like, wow, like the narrative is great, the world itself is great, the world building is just great in general, but the thing is I suck at the gameplay. I have some experience actually with some flight simulators, but it's clearly been a really long time. I really like Liberation Maiden on the 3DS, for instance. I think that's a really great game. I have spent some time with Descent as well. However, I just don't play this genre, so it's one of those things where I'm just kind of trying to figure out how to do it properly because I'm just way too haphazard. Either I progressively die more and then I get better, but I'm just like, I'm still really off and on. Like I have no moment where I'm like really good consistently, so it's gonna take some practice. It's gonna take a lot of practice, but I'll get there. I'll get there. It'll happen. It's just gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. But I rented it out from work at ANC Games, and Ace Combat 5, by the way. I'd never even mentioned which one I ended up getting. But yeah, Ace Combat 5, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm like trash talking so much, like especially when an AI takes my kill. It just reminds me of back when I was playing shooters. I used to play a lot of that. I used to play quite a bit of Halo, and I played Battlefield Bad Company 2, and some Gears, and all the fun stuff. So I miss those times, but this kind of brings me back to that in a strange way. So yeah, in terms of games, there hasn't really been much more, has there? Well, I did do my game tour, like my game collection tour, which you guys seem to clearly really enjoy, considering I've only had it up for less than 2 days and it's already over 1,700 views. That's just like insane, I gotta say. That's just like nuts. I can't believe you guys. But I'm really happy. I'm really glad you enjoy it. I'm really glad that the place is more organized than it was before, and it's fun. I wanted to do something like this for a while, so thank you so much for your support. Aside from that, I also did a December 2014 pickups of all kinds of stuff, not just gaming, and I'll be doing a lot more of those for 2015 as well, so do stay tuned, okay? Alright, I guess let's move on to anime. So for anime, there have been a few things. One of them is She and Her Cat, something I reviewed, another one of my Makoto Shinkai review series films on Monday, which you seem to really enjoy as well, so I really appreciate that. Very short, but very sweet, very sentimental. Really enjoyed it. Really had a good time with it. And speaking of cats, I guess, and anime, I guess the next one I'm going to be reviewing is another one of his shorts, part of the much bigger project, and that's A Gathering of Cats. So that's going to be coming up on Monday, so tomorrow, and yeah, I'm pretty stoked for that. I think that's actually his last work, and then after that I'm going to move on to Satoshi Kon's works, which I'm just so ecstatic for. You have no idea. I'm like so, I'm so excited. I love his stuff. I love his work. I mean, obviously, you maybe you can't see it here, but I do have some love here. I love this little guy. I love Paranoia Agent. I love And I am not just going to cover his films, I'm going to cover Paranoia Agent, so don't worry about that. And yeah, I'm just going to cover everything he's done, including stuff that he's done for collaborations. So it's going to be a happy, disturbing time. It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. So aside from that, I did a impressions video with my friend Dakota, who has a really great anime channel, Dakota Broski, which I will link to below. I'm currently in the middle of sort of editing that together. He's a really great guy. He asked me to collab on this new anime and this ongoing manga called Assassination Classroom. I always like mix up the name. I always want to say Classroom Assassination, but it's Assassination Classroom. That's really hard to say. Yeah, so he was like, hey, do you want to do like a first impressions video of this? And I was like, sure. So we were just watching. I'm like, whoa, like this is weird. Like I don't know what to expect from this show, I'll be honest. But I guess you'll see more of that and we can discuss more of that when the video comes out, which should be this Wednesday. So it's going to be anime, and then question mark. Well, actually I already know what the Friday video is gonna be, but I'm not gonna spoil that until we get to our YouTube section. But yeah, so that was pretty fun. Aside from that, I've also been watching more of Kino's Journey, which isn't very long. I think it's only like 12 episodes, so I'm almost done with that. And then I have been in the mood for some Future Diary. I love this. I love it. I don't know. I'm just in a mood for it. Kind of like, I don't even know. There's just something about this show. It's just really catchy, it's really fun, and it's just really crazy, and the opening is just so amazing. So I really like this one, and I'm really happy I have the set for it. I'm super stoked to watch it. I think I'm going to start doing that tomorrow with my roommate, because she really loves the anime too, so it'll be really fun marathoning it with her. Yeah, you know, actually I think that is it for anime. Just kind of sad, but that's okay. That's still pretty good. That's a pretty good lineup of stuff. So in terms of Patreon, YouTube, and life, okay, so for Patreon, there haven't been any new pledges. However, I am going to be launching another new section on the, oh, that's just great. Thank you. Yes. Someone take care of your car, please. Alright, so back to the video. Okay, so for Patreon, YouTube, and life, there have been no new pledges on my Patreon. However, I am gonna be unveiling some more little secrets up my sleeve. I decided to wait, just because somehow I'm patient enough, or I have no idea how. But I mean, I do have a Patreon or patron exclusive blog that I'm doing, and I plan on doing a lot more, along with the mini vlogs, which will be coming back I think this week. I think so. I think it can happen. And then I'll have something else, which will be kind of, should I even mention? Yeah, sure. So it's gonna be like a video game analysis for different series, whatever those may be. So I'm going to be starting off with the Zero Escape series. That's going to include 999 and Virtue's Last Reward. And I'm doing an analysis. I'm not doing anything terribly in-depth. I'm going to be covering much more. I guess it's going to be more of a retrospect in a way then, because it's going to be covering overarching themes. It's going to be covering things that we experience in the game, the kind of emotions that the game makes sure that we feel, and something that we can resonate with later on. So I'm going to be doing that. The first one is going to be going up this coming week sometime, and then I'll be doing those maybe bi-monthly, I want to say. Let's say that, bi-monthly. I'm trying to figure out what the next series is going to be, but I've been spending a lot of time with 999 and Virtue's Last Reward, so I think it's finally going to happen. I love doing articles like these. I always have, even when I was writing a lot more. I prefer doing stuff that was more in-depth, really made you speculate, really made you think about the series itself, the game itself, whatever it may be. So I will be covering series, I will be covering games standalone as well, depending. And yeah, so it's going to be really fun for for you patrons out there. This is going to be going to $5 and up patrons, just so you know. And then the blog posts that I do, patron-only blog posts, those are going to be going to everybody who pledges. So maybe just like another little incentive if you are interested. I just want to give as much back as I can, right? So there is that, so I'm super excited about. And then I'm also, you know, offering those blog posts for in-depth stuff that I'm working on right now, such as the zine. Watashi no Sakai is the zine that I've been working on, and I finalized a few things already. I finalized what my cover paper type is going to be, because there are just so many different kinds of papers out there in the world, and you got to make sure you have the right kind of paper, especially for something like an independently published zine like this, or fanzine. So I'm super excited. I've also finalized my printing options too. I have some friends who are in printing and they're willing to help me out, so that's pretty exciting stuff. So I have that, and then I finalized most of the pages. There's gonna be 16 pages total, and I think I finalized maybe like I want to say 14 of them. However, at the same time, I'm still trying to see what's gonna work and what's not. I'm kind of sketching it all out like a storyboard, but yeah, it's working out pretty well. Now, in terms of YouTube, I have a few things. I mean, I already mentioned I'm gonna be doing Makoto Shinkai review for A Gathering of Cats, his little short that he did, and then on Wednesday I'm gonna be doing the anime impressions of Assassination Classroom with Dakota, and then for Friday I'm going to be doing a little tag video that you may or may not have heard about on Twitter. I will not tell you anymore, but tag videos are really fun, you guys know that. I've done a couple and I've had a really good time with them, so I figured I'm going to do another one, why not? And then after that, of course, on Sunday I have my next weekly vlog, which I believe is weekly vlog number 37. This is number 36, which is pretty, whoa, it's just like, minds are blown. Like, this is just, it's crazy. I can't believe I've already gotten this far. And then for Sharp Objects, I have some really cool videos coming up. I think I can actually muster having 2 videos this week, something I really wanted to do. So very last minute yesterday, I decided, after getting this buddy here, which I'll just show you because I'm gonna go off tangent anyways, but I got this Acer laptop for 200 bucks. I don't even know how that happened, but I got it for 200 bucks from a guy in Brampton. I had mentioned earlier, Brampton's about like a 30-minute bus ride away from here. I can't believe I got it for that much, because that thing is probably like a little over 400 easily. I wanted it because I wanted to be able to play, you know, my PC only games, and I figured it would be really good way of me getting a PC alongside with my Mac, because I predominantly use Mac, but this one, like, I wanted something specifically so I could use it for gaming. Now what's funny is this notebook, I thought it was actually going to be a notebook. I thought it was going to be much smaller, but it wasn't. It wasn't the one I thought it was going to be, which is like half the size, which is totally fine. Here I can actually maybe play a little bit better games, although I'm looking at playing more of like visual novels and indie games, so it's I'm pretty excited about that. But after I got back from Brampton, it was like freezing cold. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Do I just go home? Like, no, I'm not going home. So I ended up going on an impromptu me date, because everybody needs a me date, and I went to go see Paul Thomas Anderson's latest film, Inherent Vice, which is really great if you are familiar with Anderson. He also did a lot of other cool movies that I love, like Magnolia, Punch Drunk Love, Boogie Nights, just a lot of really great stuff that I've just been very keen on his work since I was maybe like 15. So I was super excited to see this, and it was an amazing film, and I can't wait to go see it again. But that's going to be one of my reviews for this week, whether that's Tuesday or Thursday, I'm not totally sure yet. So there's going to be that I'm super excited for, and then aside from that, I'm going to have my top 5 Godzilla fights, because it seems like the right time. I need some Toku content on Sharp Objects, and this seems like the right time to. And I have some pretty meandering opinions about some of these fights, and I want to show you what some of my favorites are. So I think this will be really fun. But yeah, so those are going to be the 2 videos I am going to strive for on Sharp Objects. I'm really sorry that things have been a little bit haphazard on the channel. I think I forgot about the fact that starting a new channel is really challenging, and it's no wonder that when I started this channel, it's no wonder that I could only do like one video a week at first, because I had no idea how to fit it into my already busy schedule, because at that time I was writing as well. Here I'm doing predominantly videos now, just in general, but I'm doing community management work. I'm also working 2 days a week at ANC Games, and then I have a life I need to live too, right? I need to kind of soak in all this media and network at the same time, so it's a lot to do. It's easily like 60 plus hours. 60 plus hours. I'm not even like factoring in work, like other work. I'm just factoring in YouTube here. But yeah, so I think in time it'll get to that point where I'll be able to do 2 a week, and hopefully this will be that week. So fingers crossed. So for life, I basically covered most of it. I wanted to save the PC part, but I was like, well, this is kind of part of the story, so why not? I also did want to say I've been taking in quite a bit of this book here, Video Game Storytelling, which the fine folks at Penguin Random House had sent me. I've been in a big reading binge as of late. I want to read more Murakami. I love Murakami's work so much, and I really want to reread the Wind-Up Bird Chronicles, and I just want to read. So I also like books on game theory in particular, so video game storytelling seemed like a really good book for that. This book was released, when was it released? It was released December 2nd of 2014. So yeah, it's actually pretty new. It's been really good so far. I'll probably talk about it on next week's weekly vlog some more once I'm actually done with it. But I'm really enjoying it if you're looking for tips and tricks on character storytelling and just video game storytelling in general as a whole. I don't know, I've always wanted to make a video game. It's just one of those things. Maybe eventually when I have the time I will pursue that. When I was younger and I was still in high school, then I used to make a few different games on RPG Maker with my friend Ursula. Oh man, that was just so much fun. I think I was doing like RPG Maker 97, 98, 99, 2000. I know I did 2000, 98, 99. Or did I do 99? I don't remember. I don't know if I have all of that still, but or those CD-ROMs still, but there was just so much fun, and it made me realize just how much I wanted to create a game. So I don't know, maybe eventually I will. You know, I was actually discussing a lot of this with one of my other bosses, and I'm definitely interested in the prospect of it. I just have no idea how I'm gonna have the time to do something like that, because that's a really big commitment. I look at Omocat and her project Amori that she's working on right now, and I'm just like, how the heck do you have time to do all of this, girl? Like seriously, she makes such beautiful art. She's working on this game. She's networking like a mad woman. She's just crazy. It's amazing, and it's really inspiring. So I like people who stay busy like that. I find it really incredible, and it inspires me to want to do more. So she's been a big inspiration as of late, actually. So if you haven't checked out Omocat, I highly suggest you do. Just check out her shop for her amazing goods that she sells, and just her blog in general. Her blog is incredible. It's so good. And yeah, so I don't know, maybe eventually, but this book has really been helping so far, so I'm really pleased. But yeah, I think that's it in terms of life. I've been watching a lot of movies. Let's see, what did I watch? Okay, so with Peter I watched Funky Forest, which was really weird but really fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm a big fan of like really eccentric films, so that one was definitely very eccentric and progressively more eccentric as it went. And then we rewatched another movie I really like, 3 Iron, a really great Korean drama that I love. Oh, it's just so good. It's like so near and dear to me. And then we watched Life Force, which is basically just awesome like space vampire goodness, and it's so kitsch but in such a good way, so I really enjoyed that. And then yeah, I don't even know what else, but I think that may be it for now. I'm going to IKEA today because I'm gonna finally buy some furniture, and just like, oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. So after this video I'm going to be editing, and then I'm going to go to IKEA, and it's going to be awesome. I'm probably going to do a video, you know, next weekly vlog. I'm like, hey guys, look at all my new furniture. It's going to be great. So yeah, I think that's it for life. So I hope you enjoyed this week's weekly vlog. Let me know what you did this week. I'm really curious. Leave your comments below. Let's talk, and I will see you all later, okay? Alright, peace.